Hare Krishna, yes, Kana, you can start.
Yes,
Om
Mataji.
Yes. Keep the mobile, yeah, perfect. Start.
The visible Mataji screen
Very
is Hare
clearly.
Krishna.
Very clear.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone. Chapter 74, The Deliverance of Shishupala. King Yudhishthira became very happy after hearing the details of the Jarasandha episode, and he spoke as follows: My dear Krishna, O eternal form of bliss and knowledge, all the exalted directors of the affairs of this material world, including Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and King Indra, are always eager to receive and carry out orders from you. And whenever they are fortunate enough to receive such orders, they immediately take them and keep them on their heads. Oh Krishna, you are unlimited, and although we sometimes think of ourselves as royal kings and rulers of the world, and become puffed up over our paltry positions. We are very poor in heart. Actually, we are fit to be punished by you. But the wonder is that instead of punishing us, you so kindly and mercifully accept our orders and carry them out properly. We are all very much surprised that your lordship can play the part of an ordinary human being, but we can understand that you are performing these activities just like a dramatic artist. Your real position is always exalted, exactly like that of the sun, which always remains at the same temperature during both the time of its rising and the time of its setting. Although we feel the difference in temperature between the rising and the setting sun, the temperature of the sun never changes. You are always transcendentally equipoised, neither pleased nor disturbed by any condition of material affairs. You are the Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead, and for you there are no relatives, my dear Madhava. You are never defeated by anyone. Material distinctions, this is me, this is you, this is mine, this is yours, are all conspicuous by dint of their absence in you. Such distinctions are visible in the lives of everyone, even the animals, but pure devotees are freed from these false distinctions. Since these distinctions are absent in your devotees, they can't possibly present in you. Can I continue, Mataji, next para?
You did how many paras?
One para I started, Mataji.
Yeah, you can do one more para, or maybe just hold the para is big. We'll give chance for everyone, and then you can come back if that's
Okay,
okay.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, so sweet of you. Thank you so much. So before we take off with somebody else, the most important thing he's telling is all of them, though Yudhishthira was ruling the whole thing and Dwaraka came under Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira very clearly, Krishna would always report to Yudhishthira, which is what we tell in Bhagavad Gita also, right? In chapter 3, Yadyad Acharadi Chesas Tattat Evetno Juna Sayat Pramana Kunte Lokastad Anutate. So basically, whatever the great devotees do, others follow. And that's exactly what Yudhishthira was doing. So after satisfying Krishna, what did Yudhishthira do? So before that, Yudhishthira, everybody, all of them, Shiva, all of them are totally surrendered to Krishna. However, how it appears as if Krishna is listening to the orders of Yudhishthira and all, right? In Bulog. So that is what they are talking about, the glory. Yeah. Anybody else would like take turns and start reading all paras? Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Maybe
Krishna.
next. Hare Krishna everybody, Dandat Pranam. After satisfying Krishna in this way, King Yudhishthira arranged to perform the Rajasuya sacrifice.
I can't hear you. Can you
Invited
speak
all
a
the...
little louder? You're very soft and little slower. Sure.
Can you hear now, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Now it's clear.
Yes, Mataji, I'm starting again. After satisfying Krishna in this way, King Yudhishthira arranged to perform the Rajasuya sacrifice. He invited all the qualified Brahmanas and sages to take part and appointed them to different positions as priests in charge of the sacrificial arena. He invited the most expert Brahmanas and sages, whose names are as follows: Krishna Dvaipayana, Vyasadeva, Bhardavaja, Samantu, Gautama, Asita, Jaimini, Kratu, Paila, Parasara, Garga, Vaisampayana, Atharva, Kashyapa, Dhaumya, Parashurama, Sukracharya, Asuri, Vitihotra, Madhu Chanda, Virasena, and Akrita Vrina. Beside all these Brahmanas and sages, he invited such respectable old men as Dronacharya, Bhishma, the grandfather of the Kurus, Kripacharya, and Dhritarashtra. He also invited all the sons of Dhritarashtra headed by Duryodhana and also the great devotee Vidura, kings from different parts of the world, along with their ministers and secretaries were also invited to see the great sacrifice performed by King Yudhishthira, and the citizens comprising learned Brahmanas, chivalrous Kshatriyas, well-to-do Vaishyas, and faithful Sudras all visited the ceremony. The Brahmana, Mataji, may read next paragraph also.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. The Brahmana priest and sages in charge of sacrificial ceremony constructed the sacrificial arena as usual with a flow of gold, and they initiated King Yudhishthira as the performer of the great sacrifice. In accordance with Vedic ritual long years earlier, when Varuna had performed a similar sacrifice, all the sacrificial utensils had been made of gold. Similarly, in the Rajasuya sacrifice of King Yudhishthira, all the utensils required for the sacrifice were golden. Present by the invitation of King Yudhishthira to participate in the great sacrifice were all the exalted demigods, including Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Indra, the king of heaven, accompanied by their associates as well as the predominating deities of the higher planetary system, including Gandharvaloka, Siddhaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Nagaloka, Yakshaloka, Rakshasaloka, Pakshiloka, and Charanaloka, as well as famous kings and their queens. All the respectable sages, kings, and demigods were assembled there, agreed unanimously that King Yudhishthira was quite competent to take the responsibility of performing the Rajasuya sacrifice. No one was in disagreement on this fact. Everyone thoroughly knew the position of King Yudhishthira because he was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. No accomplishment was extraordinary for him. The learned Brahmanas and priests saw to it that the sacrifice by Maharaj Yudhishthira was performed in exactly the same way as it had been in bygone ages by the demigod Varuna. According to the Vedic system, whenever there is an arrangement for sacrifice, the members participating are offered the juice of the soma plant, which is a kind of life-giving beverage. On the day for extracting the soma juice, King Yudhishthira very respectfully received the special priest who had been engaged to detect any mistake in the formalities of the sacrificial procedure. The idea is that Vedic mantras must be enunciated perfectly and chanted with the proper accent. If the priests who are engaged in this business commit any mistake, the checker or referee priest immediately correct the procedure, and thus the ritualistic performances are perfectly executed. Unless perfectly executed, a sacrifice cannot yield the desired result. In the age of Kali, there is no such learned brahmanas or priests available. Therefore, all such sacrifices are forbidden. The only sacrifice recommended in Shastras is the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much. Mataji, may I read next paragraph also?
No, we'll give chance
Krishna.
for all repeat paras. Na? This is a
Yes,
small para, so
yes,
somebody
Mataji.
else can do next two paras. So
Yes,
basically,
Mataji.
what they are
Thank you,
telling is,
Mataji.
the earlier days, the chanting was supposed to be so pure and each word meant so much. So they have to be accurate, right? Even if there's a mistake, someone would correct. Which is why there used to be a priest and there used to be another priest and there used to be a senior priest who used to correct if there was a mistake. But all this, and so it used to be so perfect. And the way Yudhishthira did that was like almost the Lord Varna, Varna Dev did like that. It was equal to that. So it was bygone. Means even in Dwapara Yuga, it was gone. But still, he still followed to its perfection. How? Because obviously, anything you do perfectly, only you'll get results. However, in Kali Yuga, we have a lot of concession, right? Grace marks. If you tell Hare Krishna Ma Mantra, then automatically all this is taken care. So that's the only thing which is spoken. Hare Krishna. Yeah, who's going to go on next?
Can I read, Mataji?
The next two paras.
When the matter remained
Another
undecided.
important procedure.
Hare Krishna Mataji, another important procedure. That line we have to start, Mataji.
Yeah. Another important procedure is that the most exhaust of such a sacrificial ceremony is first offered worshipable made of Yudhishthira sacrifice. The next considerable worshipped is first in the ceremony. This particular ceremony means first, and puja means worship. The Agra, Punjab, of the residents in the sacrificial assembly, all the members propose to elect one person as a perfect candidate for the other proposed someone also. When the matter remained undecided, Sahadeva had Krishna. He said, Lord Krishna, he has been the most amongst them and the protector of the devotees in the most exalted. Therefore, I think that he should, without any o- object, object among the worshipped, first, although demigods such as Lord and many other exalted personalities are present in the equal or greater than Krishna in terms of time and space, richer strength and dedication or any other consideration. Anything considering except Krishna as an individual soul, as a basic principle of the Krishna is a super soul of this cosmic manifestations and and as such as the performance of sacrifice, the chanting of the Vedic hymns and the practice of realizing Krishna, whether one follows this path or of philosophical speculation, the ultimate destination is of the self-realization, are means are meant for understanding Krishna. Superfluous to speak about Krishna because everyone knows the Supreme Brahman, Lord Krishna, for whom as between body and the soul, between energy and the energy of the body, and another since everyone is part of the a qualification difference between Krishna and all the emanation of Krishna's energies, material and spiritual responsibility known as the Supreme Brahmana. Lord Krishna had difference between body and soul, between the energy and the part of the body, and another since everyone is part of and the qualitative difference between Krishna and all living uh, emanation of Krishna's energies, material and spirit soul, the soul and the heat and light of fire. There's no difference between the sound, light, and the fire itself. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can I continue next paragraph?
Krishna, sorry, no, Mataji, somebody else will do because I think paras are big. Hare Krishna, we'll come back later. So basically, what they are talking about is the quality of each of them, right? So they're talking about very excellent beauty is Sakadev immediately says the honor should be Krishna because he's the one with full opulence. And obviously, all the qualities of Krishna is highlighted in terms of his vigor, his talent, his knowledge, and all of that. And therefore, you are saying that ultimately Krishna should be the guest of honor. Yes, read the first one. Who has not read so far can read that para. With this, we will stop. Ku Mataji, would you like to read?
Yes, Mataji.
Please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Also, Krishna can do anything he likes with any part of his body. We can execute a particular action with the help of a particular parts of our body. But he can do anything and everything with any part of his body. And because he transcendental body is full of knowledge and builds in eternity. He doesn't undergo the six kinds of material change, but extends growth, production, dwindling, and vanishing, unforced by any external energy. He is the supreme cause of the creation, maintenance and dissolution of everything that be. By the grace of Krishna, only everything is engaged in the practice of religions. The development of economic conditions, the satisfaction of the sense, and ultimately the achievement of liberation from material bondage. These four principles of progressive life can be executed by the mercy of Krishna only. He should therefore be offered the first worship in the great sacrifice, and no one should disagree, just as by watering the root of a tree on one accumulatively water the branches, twigs, leaves, and flower, or as by supplying food to the stomach and accumulatively nourished it. All parts of the body. So by offering the first worship to Krishna, we shall satisfy everyone present in this meeting, including the demigod. And if anyone is charitably disposed, it will be very good for him to give charity only to Krishna, who is the super soul of everyone, regardless of the practice of the particular body or individual personality. Krishna is present as the super soul in every living being, and if we can satisfy him, and then every living being will
Automatically be satisfied.
be satisfied.
Thank you so much,
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. So basically, what they are talking about is Krishna. They are explaining as to why Krishna is the best, and they should all offer everything for Krishna in sacrifice. So this is from whom Sakadev is, vouching for Krishna, because he says that it's like if you water the roots, automatically everything will get watered. Like that, Krishna is the first person, and Angani Esla Sakadele Vikti Mantri Pashyanti Pati Chalanti Chilam Jagati Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Ujjwala Vigrahasya Govinda Madi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. In Brahma's prayers, it clearly says that Krishna can actually do all activities, like he can eat with through eye and all that, right? So, and he is not unborn, right? Aja. So this is the speciality of Krishna. So he says with all this, he is vouching and seconding as to why Krishna should be the object of honor. So with this we'll end. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Namacharya
Namacharya
की जय। हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Hare